Want an open marriage? Time to explore real men, my wife demanded. Sure, I replied. Then she lost it when our smoking hot neighbor wanted me. Months later, divorce papers were the final punch. Update 3. The next few weeks were tense. Jen continued her exploration with CrossFit Matt and apparently some other guy she met at a bar. Meanwhile, I was under surveillance. She'd randomly come home early when I was off work. Started checking my phone when she thought I was sleeping, even tried to get the password to my new email account. I gave her nothing to find, which only made her more paranoid. The emptier the treasure chest, the more convinced she became that I'd hidden the real goods somewhere else. Classic projection. She was being shady, so obviously I must be too. My focus shifted entirely to self-improvement. I was hitting the gym 5 days a week now. Started reading books on finance and investment during my long hauls. Reconnected with old friends I'd lost touch with during my marriage. Had actual hobbies again. I was honestly in the best shape of my life. Down to 185 from 215. Bench pressing more than I had in my 20s. There's something therapeutic about pushing heavy weight when your life feels out of control. Can't fix your marriage? At least you can add another plate to the bar. The divorce lawyer became my unofficial buddy. I'd call him during long stretches of highway, update him on the latest developments, and he'd remind me to stay the course, document everything, don't engage, let her dig her own grave. Then Amanda upped the ante. She texted me one afternoon. Having a small BBQ this weekend. Just a few neighbors. You should come by. Jen too, of course. I showed Jen the text. Thought she might actually explode. We're not going, she snapped. She's just trying to get close to you. Maybe I want to go, I said mildly. Good food, neighbors, normal social stuff while you ogle Amanda in her bikini. I don't think so. Interesting how you get to go on actual dates with other men. But I can't attend a neighborhood BBQ. That's different. And you know it's different. How exactly? She couldn't articulate it without admitting the hypocrisy. Just kept saying it was different, and I was being deliberately obtuse. I went to the BBQ anyway. Jen refused to come. It was exactly what Amanda said. Just a few neighbors, good food, drinks, completely innocent. Amanda and I talked, but nothing inappropriate happened. One of the other neighbors, this older guy named Frank, who'd been in the neighborhood forever, pulled me aside at one point. Heard about your situation, he said, handing me a drink. Went through something similar with my first wife back in '92. These open marriage things never work out the way they're pitched. Someone always has an agenda. Frank had this weathered face that had seen it all. Vietnam vet, retired now, but still built like he could handle himself. The kind of guy who'd give you the shirt off his back, but wouldn't hesitate to tell you when you were being an idiot. How'd yours end? I asked. He chuckled. Caught her with my so-called best friend. Turns out the open part was just for her. Not for me. Classic bait and switch. He took a sip of his drink. Divorced her. Lost the house because I didn't know any better back then. Best thing that ever happened to me though. Married Helen 6 years later. Been together 30 years now. When I got home, Jen was waiting. Did you her? Excuse me. Amanda, did you her? Don't lie to me. Wait. Why would that be a problem to you? Didn't we open our marriage? Amanda is the problem. Yeah, sure. She was boiling. Checked my clothes for perfume. What TF are you doing? Seriously. Sniffing. The irony was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Her checking for evidence of cheating while she had hickeys. She wasn't even bothering to hide. Stop lying to me, dear Lord. The next day Vanessa showed up at the house while Jen was out with one of her guys. Just happened to stop by. Dave, she said, walking in without waiting for an invitation. We need to talk about what? I asked, not bothering to get up from the couch. About what you're doing to Jen. She's a mess. I actually laughed. What I'm doing to Jen? That's rich. She wanted to open the relationship to improve things between you two. To add spice, not so you could chase the first piece of ass that showed interest. Interesting. Vanessa sat down uninvited. Jen cares about you. She's just trying to find herself in other guys' beds. Don't be crude. This was supposed to be a mutual growth experience. Mutual, I repeated. So why is it a problem that I went to a neighborhood BBQ? Because your intentions weren't pure. You were trying to hurt Jen by eating a hamburger. Vanessa sighed dramatically. You're being deliberately thick. Jen knows Amanda has had a thing for you for years. It's disrespectful. And Jen screwing CrossFit Matt isn't disrespectful. That's different. That's just physical. There's no history there. Same BS. Different messenger. I stood up. Vanessa, with all due respect, which is none. This is between me and Jen. You encouraged her to find herself and to open our marriage. Don't act surprised when it doesn't play out exactly how you imagined. That night, Jen tried a different approach, came home wearing next to nothing, tried to seduce me. I wasn't interested. What's wrong? She asked. I thought we could reconnect. I'm not in the mood, I said. Is this about her? She demanded. The seductive act vanishing instantly. No, it's about me not being in the mood. You're punishing me. I agreed to exactly what you wanted. 4 months into our open marriage, I was documenting everything. Every fight about her double standards. Every time she came home late from being with another guy. Every dollar she spent from our joint account on her new lifestyle, clothes, dinners, hotel rooms. I had a separate email account. She didn't know about where I forwarded all our text conversations, screenshots of her social media, where she'd post vaguely about finding herself and exploring new connections, while in the same breath complaining about trust issues and emotional betrayal when referring to me. The mental separation was complete. I looked at her like a stranger now. Now you can watch the fourth part by pressing share and more.